She has traveled all over the world, inspiring audiences to change their lives and to pee their pants. She is our happiness expert slash motivational comedian behind Goodness and Giggles, and today we are getting just a taste of her wonderful, kind approach to motivational speaking. Ladies and gents, the Astala.
Yay! Woo, thank you so much, Dina. Appreciate that. Wow, thank you so much. Again, my name is Astala. I'm a stand-up comedian and motivational speaker, and I also started this company called Goodness and Giggles. You can hear about it at goodnessandgiggles.com. But today I'm going to give you a little bit of a tidbit of what you can expect at a normal Goodness and Giggles presentation. Cool?
Yeah.
Yeah, are we excited?
All right.
Yeah, all right. So the topic for today is happiness, right? It's a pretty big topic, really, really big topic. We all desire happiness, right? Mm-hmm. Nobody wakes up in the morning and plans to have a crappy day, right? Nobody wakes up in the morning and they're like, oh man, I really hope the train is 3 hours delayed today, right? Wouldn't that be fantastic? No, right? Nobody wants that to happen. Nobody wakes up in the morning and they go to work and they're like, oh man, I really hope my boss checks my internet history today and sees how much YouTube I've been watching at work, right? Nobody wants that to happen. To some degree, we all desire happiness, right? But there's so many things that often get in the way of that, right? Sometimes it's circumstances, sometimes it's our thoughts, sometimes it's our ego, sometimes it's people, right? People in our lives that just like to squash our tiny dreams of happiness, right? The technical term for those people are haters, right? Mm-hmm. Taylor Swift wrote an entire song about haters, and she said, and I quote, haters gonna hate, right? It's a very academic, intellectual quote, right? But, you know, it's true. We all have haters in our lives. I have them in my life. In my life, they are old, judgmental Indian women, otherwise known as my mother's friends, who just want me to stop telling jokes and they just want me to marry their sons, right? But if you're listening at home, Sangeeta Auntie, I will not marry your son. He is 40 and he still lives in your basement. He is not a catch.
Oh, shit.
Not a catch at all. I hit a nerve there. That's okay. But it's true, we all have haters and we all have these things that happen in our lives. But I want to ask you guys a question. If you remember nothing else from this episode today, I want you to remember this question and this answer, okay? It's going to get deep for a second. What defines the quality of your life? Ooh, it got deep for a second, huh? I'll tell you the answer. The quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts. Positive thoughts, positive life. And we'll get to that in a second. And I want to ask you guys another question. Last question. And feel free to just shout out an answer, okay? On an average day, how many thoughts do you think the average person thinks? Shout an answer.
20.
20 thoughts.
No way,
20
way
thoughts?
more.
100 thoughts?
Yeah, no, a lot
thoughts?
more.
A lot more thoughts? All right, I'll tell
25,000.
25,000. Okay. I'll tell you the answer. On an average day, the average person thinks 60,000 thoughts.
Whoa.
60,000 thoughts. That's crazy. That's
a
mind-blasting.
lot.
You know, that's amazing. And you guys are probably thinking hundreds of thoughts right now just as you're looking at me.
Totally.
Like, oh man, why is she wearing red pants? Oh man, did I leave the stove on? Oh man, shouldn't have had that Taco Bell last night. Oh man, what's the Pepto-Bismol jingle? Nausea, heartburn, indigestion, upset stomach, diarrhea, right? Like, we're thinking so many thoughts just as you're sitting here just watching me, right? Hundreds and hundreds of thoughts, right? Now, I want you to be honest with yourselves for a second. How many of those 60,000 thoughts in your life are positive thoughts? How many of those 60,000 thoughts are wasteful or negative thoughts? A lot more thoughts, right? So I've come to realize in my life that if you want to be a happier person, you have to sort of change your perspective on how you see the life around you and the situations that happen to you in your life, right? And so I'll give you an example. So say you're driving to the grocery store, you're in your car, you're listening to Jay-Z, whatever you want to listen to. This is a racial assumption, sorry. You're listening to whatever you want to listen to. I like my Beyonce, and so I'm listening to Beyonce, and I get into a little fender bender, right? And I hit someone in the back of the car, and automatically our mind goes to a negative place, right? We go, oh, our car insurance rates are going to go up. My husband or wife is going to kill me. I can't afford to pay for this, and yada, 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 right? All of these, our mind automatically goes to a very, very negative place, right? But how do we change our perspective in our lives? How do we do that? Well, the key is to find the bright side of every single situation in our lives. every single situation. Well, in that fender bender situation, what's the bright side? Well, the bright side of that situation is at least no one was hurt, right? So it's all a matter of training our brains to find that bright side every single time. I'll give you another example. Winter is just around the corner, and Canadian winters are brutal, right? They're dark and gloomy and cold and snow and shoveling, and it's just, if we focus on all of those negative things, it's a pretty crappy couple of months for us, right? Well, what's the bright side of a Canadian winter? Well, at least we don't live in America where our potential president could be Donald Trump, right? Right? It's all about finding the bright side of every single situation. And these are just like silly examples, but I hope you understand the purpose of this, right? In every single situation in your life, finding that silver lining, that positive situation. And so I know that it's not easy because our mind can be our best friend or our worst enemy, right? But it depends on that relationship that we have with it. And remember, if the quality of your life is determined by the quality of your thoughts, and all of your thoughts reside in an awesome place, it correlates to a pretty awesome life. That's guaranteed, right? But again, Rome wasn't built in a day. We have 60,000 thoughts, so it takes a lot of practice to get that done. But with time and with practice, it can be done. And so that is a little bit of a tidbit of what you can expect at a Goodness and Giggles presentation. My name is Ocelot. Thank you so much. Thank you. Oh, good. It's okay, it's a plastic bag.